First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns.
I'ma open my leg.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, blue ready!
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
51!
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
59,
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Ryan. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Tempo. Roll. Ready.
Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Browns at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18, Pioneer.
3rd down, it's Willis. can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Play action. Ryan. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. Harris running straight ahead. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Now it's Ryan. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, Chargers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Alexa,
Up with pretty good starting field position as they
set
get it out
alarm
past the 35.
2 p.m.
Third alarm set for 2 p.m.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
79 Broncos.
2nd down throw coming by Willis. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here's Willis. 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a return.
Brisky, what up, champ?
Punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, great pass. That's a perfect. Damn. That's what's up. Okay.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try to put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Okay, break.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Good knockout, boy. Let's go.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Harris going to get the on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Ryan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Again, running left, McAllister. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Damn, Will McAllister doing his thing out there, boy.
Good. And it's now 21-0.
Oh, Trubisky.
The Chargers as they will send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
I was checking if you in this league already.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. I know we're in the first half.
The league is called Multi-Year. Are you in that league?
We need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Okay, ready? Left wing 19. County line. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
22.
They go play action with Ryan. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Yes.
He's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point safely through, and it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA.
Wait, that damn defense put both my guys in the slot. Oh, that is fire. Let me see that again. Wonder if that's the case. Two receivers, they both go in the slot against that formation. So that'll be my best cover one, man.
Ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Oh, no. That's a regular cover 3 defense. Never mind.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
Come on, dude. Wow.
A 25
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of... Wow.
With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Oh, my.
Tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Browns. O.J. Howard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. A handoff to McAllister, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's Ryan. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ryan will throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out.
Should be good.
And his kick is good. He got every.
Oh, boy.
It's good from 56 yards out.
All right, nap time. Let's take a nap.
And he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Congrats on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Willis airing this one out for Evans. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. For the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On the give, McAllister with it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Warriors 70.
They go play action with Willis.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Damian Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting a 4th straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Okay, quick. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
135 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try again.